Hey you guys, Desmond here,
And Creature.
and welcome back to the channel. And today we are here to discuss RuPaul's Drag Race Global All Stars, episode 9. We're almost at the end. Honestly, I'm ready for this to be over.
Me too.
It's not because it's something about the season 1 curse. Because if you think about every All Stars, that first season is trash. Think about it. All Stars 1, they had the terrible teams. UK versus the World 1. Although I loved it, a lot of people hated that first season. España season 1. Not a lot of people cared for that. Canada versus the World season 1, although it was tolerable, a lot of people were like, it could be better.
Meh.
So I don't know what it is about the first season of these All Stars where they have to test our patience.
What tomfoolery can we get away with?
So hopefully we do get a second season. Hopefully they do take the notes from this first season and just make season 2 better. Like UK versus the World 2 and Canada versus World 2 were so much better. So much better. So hopefully they'll learn from this.
And not character assassinate folks.
Okay? I'm not even doing the right one, but we'll talk about that later. Okay. So, let's get into... Oh, before we get into it, I almost forgot to tell the people. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. We have a goal to reach 1,000 subscribers, and we would love to reach it as soon as possible. To help us achieve that goal, just go ahead and subscribe. Leave us a little comment because y'all still showing out in the comments. Thank y'all. And go ahead and hit that bell notification so you never miss when we upload a new video. So now, let's get into the gig. So, up first, Lord. We join after Pythia's elimination. The queens come in, they sit down, and they congratulate Vanity on demolishing that lip sync.
Yes, definitely.
Like, honestly, I think this and Phenomena were like 2 of my favorite lip syncs of the season so far. And I'm telling y'all now, if Phenomena pops up on my Spotify Rap this year, I will be sending an email, a strongly worded email, to RuPaul Charles himself, okay? I'll be like, sir, there's no... Like, I even got the guys at work just randomly saying, Phenomena. I'm like... That's how you know they're around me, because there's like one of the guys, you know him, I'll tell you later. But one of the guys just popped up and he's like, good morning. And I'm like, good morning. He's like, Phenomena. I'm like, Phenomena to you too, okay? Shoot. But yes, Vanity slayed as always. They congratulate Kitty and Queen Kong on their 3rd win, which that is amazing. Yes. And then we see this really cute moment with Nelania and Alyssa. I really enjoyed this moment. I'm like, okay, especially with them hugging at the end. I'm like, okay, it's not so much at Nelania anymore.
Right.
But I will have to say, Miss Alyssa, did I get a screenshot? I did. They had a little kickoff. Now, ma'am. Nelania won that because not only did you have to get Queen to hold your leg up so you could bend backwards, Nelania still kicked it up higher than you. It happened so fast I couldn't get a screenshot of it. But it got way up higher than yours, and she didn't have to have somebody hold her so she could lean back. But yeah, this was a really cute moment. We got a cartwheel and split. Then they hugged each other. Love to see it. So it's the next day in the workroom. The queens sit down. They congratulate Vanity once again. And the alarm goes off. RuPaul gives the message. And at first, they were thinking they were going to be making over their exes. Which I saw how they got there. I'm like, you know what? Yeah, okay. If I didn't know who was going to be here, I would have been like, oh, maybe it is their exes. And I love how Kitty was like, if that's my ex, I'm leaving. Maybe y'all can have this. I'm gone, okay? I done got my money, okay? Shoot.
Look, I done did the same thing. My ex would be like, "Oh, now you want to show up."
I shit you not, if I get on any form of a race and an ex walks in, just bury me right there. Just be like, no. Now, if it's like a situation where everybody's ex shows up and you do somebody else's ex, that's fine. Keep mine over there.
Okay.
Over there.
I don't want him.
50 feet. Other side of the workroom, please. Immediately. So, RuPaul walks in. Sorry, just kind of threw me off there. And we're going to play a mini game. Who is she? We've seen this quite a bit over the past few years. The queens are all asked a question. They give an answer, and the queens get a point if they are with the majority. So after all was said and done, Queen Kong clocked out with 10 points, making her the winner of the mini challenge.
Hey,
I really enjoy watching these mini challenges because it really lets you know how they're feeling this far into the competition. And because Queen won the mini challenge, she won a cash tip of $2,500.
Hey.
Real quick, there's not a screenshot for what people are expecting to get a screenshot for later. Leave Queen alone. Let's stop. Remember, this is a television show. Now, don't get me wrong. They want us to have this reaction. And a lot of people are having this reaction, having these conversations online. Things are trending. That's what they want. But you still got to remember there's a person behind this television screen. And we don't know the full story. Remember, they don't have a full Untucked. They took a whole, 2-hour conversation and shut it down to like 5-10 minutes, if that.
Right.
Let's have a little bit more leniency. If we can give Plain Jane that, we can give it to Queen.
Definitely. Because everybody thought it was funny when Plain Jane was sitting there clocking folks left and right.
And in my opinion, Plain Jane was saying way worse things than what Queen said this season, so...
Queen's been spitting facts. And not in a mean way.
But yeah, remember y'all, this is a TV show. Stop sending folks hate. It's not necessary. It's not necessary at all.
Because I got so triggered because I haven't checked in with Queen because mostly I watched the episode earlier today and I have just kind of been processing myself. But I did go to her page because usually when she's saying things, responding to things, a notification will pop up. And I was like, I haven't received any notifications about Queen. Let me go check. So I went to whatever the heck that app is called now. And went and underneath her post, which I think was truly genuine, because there's time to sit back and reflect on something and be like, ooh, maybe I didn't respond too well to that, or boy, that was taken out of context. So let me say this so that they know that there are no hard feelings. And all I saw for every response, all 535 fucking responses to that.
You read all of them?
Yes.
Oh, I didn't. I couldn't.
I didn't get through all of them. I got through most of them, though.
I got through like 3, and I'm like, oh no, I don't like the way these are going. I'm stepping away.
Yeah, exactly. It was making me physically ill because there were like 1 or 2 responses that were like, hey, you don't know what really happened. You don't know what the edit is. Well, why? But then there were those people that were like, why would she repost this? Why would she? Because it's a fan who's like, so-and-so, this thing happened. This is how they feel. Okay, here, let me validate your feelings. Doesn't necessarily mean that that's how I felt. What's up? What happened?
Oh, no, you're good. I'll just turn my volume up a little bit, that's all.
Oh. I was like, oh, no, not again. We've had microphone problems, you guys. It's been awful.
It's been terrible.
And I get PTSD really easily.
Oh, I got it right before we started recording this. You know, I was ready to stop. I'm like, you know what? Fuck this. We ain't doing it this week.
Triggered so easy. And so I'm sitting there and I'm reading these responses and I'm just like, and everybody's all OPR, 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 and I'm just like, yo, regardless of whether it is or it isn't, we don't know if there have been apologies behind the camera.
And Nelly has said it multiple times. She has no bad feelings or wishes no ill will on Queen, Kitty, any of that. So the fact that the fandom has took it upon themselves.
You random little typewriter warriors need to stop.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to laugh at you, but you said typewriter warriors?
I know I said typewriter, I heard it, that's why I stopped. I was like, ooh, I meant keyboard warriors.
She's aging herself. That's the age she is. She grew up on typewriters, honey.
No, I didn't.
But yes, let's move onwards. Mother RuPaul.
I grew up on big box computers, that's all.
RuPaul then announced that this week they will be doing a makeover challenge on some queens who truly need it. Like, she was really egging it on, and I'm sitting there and I'm like, we know it's the eliminated girls.
Look, everybody was like, oh no, what happened? These poor queens.
And then in comes the eliminated queens. I'm like, shady Ru. And honestly, they shouldn't have put this part in the preview for last week and just showed the part where Ru's like, you're going to be making over some really well-deserved queen. I'm like, oh, is it firefighters? Is it, blah, blah, blah. And then come to find out it's just the eliminated queens.
Oh my goodness.
But yes, and because Queen Kong won the mini challenge, she gets to pair up the teams. So she went as following. Huh?
I said I love her nails.
Oh yes. So she did as following. Alyssa Edwards got Eva La Queen. Kitty Scott Claus got Miranda Brow. She picked Soa Demuse for herself. Nelania got Padilla. Tessa Testicle got Athena. And then Vanity Vane got Galavado. I did think it was funny when the queens first walked in and she saw Pathia. She was like, oh, did you drive all night? I'm like, girl.
Oh, the shade of it all.
I'm like, there's the humor, there's the fun that we see that she just don't know how to
channel
in the challenges. And I said this earlier this season, but I was not the biggest fan of Vanity Vane on Drag Race Sweden. She kind of rubbed me the wrong way. But seeing her on Global All-Stars has really did a 180 for me. Like, she's one of my favorites now. And if she's at DragCon next year, baby, I will be getting in that line. I would have drove all night to get into that line, okay?
Wear a leather jacket. Drove all night.
But I'm going to have a fake steering wheel in my backpack. And I'll be like, can we take a picture with this?
Oh, God.
Oh, my goodness. But yes, these are our pairings. We did a walkthrough with Season 2 and All-Stars 1 competitor, Raven. Yeah. Darker than both of us.
They look like a bobblehead.
Stop it.
They do.
No, they don't. Hold on, I'm going to look back. No, they don't. They don't look like a bobblehead. Listen, I'm a hater, but I ain't that big of a hater.
See how big their head is compared to the rest of them?
No.
And then on top of that, where did their neck go?
Now, there is no neck. I will say that.
Because, and no shade, well, no, there's shade, obviously. But it's like, I know I do this, and it sucks, and it hurts my neck, but you sitting here just head up, chest back, open your chest, head back, there you
go. But yes.
I swear sometimes this is like Ru going like, hey, you wanna rock out with me real quick?
Well, if you think about it, if you think about it, every time Raven has popped up, it has been like a makeover or like a look heavy or design to where she gives makeup tips. And I will give her props. She can do makeup. She can do it for all skin tones.
Mm-hmm.
But she did give some good tips. I thought it was funny that Miranda was reading the hell out of Kitty the whole time.
Yeah, definitely.
I'm like, baby, bring her back for Versus the World off of this moment alone. Baby, reading her to filth.
Yo.
She's like, well, I've never done basic before.
And look, and the word basic stuck with Rue the rest of the day.
Ooh-wee, ooh-wee. But speaking of Rue, let's get to this main stage. And first we have Mother. What did you think of Mother?
New friend Silver.
Old friends go. The way RuPaul has trained us to listen to her music and like it. Now, granted, don't be wrong, I do like it. But, like, I feel like a lot of the songs, I'm not sure if I like them because I like them or if I like them because they're played on this damn show so much.
That part. Because that was not a song I knew until this song. You know, she looks like just hot melted gold. I love it. It's an A.
This is an A+ for me. I love every piece of this. Like, this is just yum 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 delicious. So this week we are joined by Michelle Visage, Jamal Sims, and from Drag Race Germany, Diane Brill.
Why was it so weird for me to hear her speak English?
When
she doesn't speak that much German on her season.
Listen, it was so good to see Diane. If you watched our Drag Race Germany review, you know how much we love Diane Brill in this house.
Yes.
Like, she's the one, if she pops up at Drag Come Baby, I'm running to her line. Hold on, I gotta go see Diane. Like, if her and Anna Locking decide to pop up, baby, I'm running to their booths. Hold on, I gotta go say over with Miss Anna, okay? But, yeah, it's so good to see Diane Brill. Honestly, it wasn't a surprise hearing her speak English. Maybe because I follow her on social medias now, and she speaks predominantly English on her social medias. Right. So maybe I've grown accustomed to hearing it. And like you said, I'm not sure if German is a second language, or maybe she just picked up English really well.
Right.
But, yeah, it's good to see Diane. And I'm so glad Tessa made it to see Diane, because that was kind of messed up. Say if Tessa went home like 2 weeks ago. Now here's Diane. But hey. Mm-hmm. So, the category is Reunited Nations, the Makeover. Where they're looking for drag family resemblance. Family resemblance. Let's talk about that, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Up first, we have Queen Kong and Pranini Kong. Mm. What did you think of Queen and Pranini?
They look like fluffing twins. Just one ate more than the other. Like, beautiful. They were so good. And I was like, she made, like, the best choice, obviously, going with Soa, because she had helped Soa before the day she got eliminated. But, like, to see Soa fully realized, like, this is what you could do to yourself. And so it was like, I recognized myself even underneath all of this. And Soa looked so beautiful. And Queen always looks beautiful. Inside, outside, in person. She is, like, the best person I've ever met in my life. Which is probably the reason why I was like, can you watch my graduation, please? I'm upset that she wasn't around to sign my cap, because I had other queens sign it.
Hey, there's always next year. You can take it next year and be like, hey, I know it's a little late, but can you sign this for me?
That's okay, because, you know, who knows? Look, I'll be working on my master's by then.
But what is your score for this look?
Obviously an A+, and I remember this look, too.
For me, I pretty much agree with your assessment. This was amazing. The family resemblance was there. It was just the fun they were having on stage. Like,
They look so comfortable with each other.
so comfortable. Like, you would think they were blood sisters. Like, that's how.
Right.
But yeah, I agree with your A plus. Amazing. Up next, we have Alyssa Edwards and Ava Edwards. I like what she did there. A-E.
Yeah.
I like this. It's a little matchy-matchy. You know how I feel about matchy-matchy.
Mm-hmm.
But it's good matchy-matchy. I'll say that.
Right.
It's good matchy-matchy. Alyssa's legs? A dancer, darling. You can always tell a dancer's legs, honey.
Oh, yeah, definitely. I do appreciate the fact, because Queen did it too, where it was literally like, I take my face off and paint it directly on you.
That's what she did. I give this, it's a little too matchy-matchy, so I'm going to give it an A minus, but it's still a really good job from Alyssa.
This was a really good show for Alyssa. For me, this was an A as well.
Moving onwards to Kitty Scott Claus and Puppy Scott Paws. When Kitty said Puppy Scott Paws in the workroom, I'm like, that is the most perfect name ever. I'm like, I think Puppy Scott Paws should be like a drag king's name.
Yeah.
And they're from the same, Scott family.
Right.
Like this, that the name alone was great. The actual look. What did you think of the actual look, though?
Like I said, the Miranda's breed carried through the thing, but we've been basically saying the same thing throughout the entire season. So Kitty Scott Claus is just a little bit basic.
Yeah. What's your score?
It's a C.
I see your C, and I think I agree with your C, because I see the drag family resemblance. Honestly, there was only one queen that didn't give drag family resemblance to me.
Mm-hmm.
But, well, two. We'll talk about it. You can somewhat see it in here, so it's not that. But yeah, it's just like, it wasn't...
different faces. Now, like, it's one thing to be like, oh, well, they have similar face shapes, so, that's the reason for this, that, and the third. I don't know where the top to this lip liner went. But yeah, that one. This one's a little bit tough because these are two different face shapes. You've got a square or heart shaped face, and then you've got a round oval shaped face. And you're trying to put an oval shaped makeup on something that has a few more lines and a lot less curves.
But yeah, I agree with your C. Let's move on to Nelenia and Zirconia. I thought this was everything.
Oh, yeah, it definitely
I thought
was.
This was so beautiful. I loved they were playing off the different phases of the
really
moon.
Excellent, fashion sense.
Yes. I know a lot of people were kind of about the makeup on Padilla, but it's Nelenia's makeup.
Exactly.
She literally booped. It's just Padilla has a jawline that you typically would want to sharpen. But if you would have done that, it would have took her out of the family resemblance because Padilla normally doesn't sharpen hers.
Right.
So I like this. This was real cute. I give it an A.
I give it an A.
Oh, look at you. Up next is Tessa Testicle. I didn't have a
problem with Nelenia. I didn't have a problem with anything Nelenia did.
Who said you had a problem with Nelenia?
She was like, ugh.
Up next is Tessa Testicle and Athena Breasticle.
I actually kind of liked this.
Mm-hmm.
Was there family resemblance? No. Obviously.
Yeah, this is the one where I'm like, I think this was my favorite concept-wise, but there wasn't any family resemblance.
Exactly.
And
I mean, but there have been queens who have won because of a concept and less on makeup. You know, we had
Plain Jane.
Huh? Oh,
Plain Jane.
Plain Jane was one. I was thinking Naomi Smalls, but
Plain Jane, just from this year. Let's keep it within the year. Plain Jane, because y'all remember, those who've been with us since then, y'all remember that review. I was very confused.
Huh?
Because that was not Plain Jane's face on that dancer's body.
No.
But yeah, so that was the only thing, like, concept-wise, this is my favorite. But there is no family resemblance, so since there's not that much family resemblance, I'm going to give this an A-. Because I still really like it. I love the idea of this.
I can get jiggy with that.
Yeah. So up next is Vanity Vane and Insanity Vane. It's a no for me, though.
I agree. I'm not a big LeMay person.
I wanted to like this so bad. I just really knew Vanity was gonna, because she did good with her makeover in Sweden. I'm like, I know she's gonna do good. Like, she has to. And she comes out in this.
It was just the look is what messed it up. Because the makeup is cunt. I love the makeup.
I love the makeup on her, but not on Gala.
It's a little confusing on Gala.
Yeah. Moving onwards. Oh no, that was it. I forgot there's only 6 queens. I'm not used to small queens. So, we have all of these here. Who had your favorite makeover this week?
My favorite makeover, I might be a little bit biased, was Queen and Soa, honestly.
I agree. I thought it was Queen and Soa as well. We found out that the winner was Nalenya. Do you agree?
Yay! I have some misgivings. I'm not gonna lie.
Honestly, I'm glad she finally got a win, because
that part,
in my eyes, she should have had some wins by now.
Right.
So, like, if this was like Desmond's Drag Race, I would have gave this to Queen, but Nalenya would already had some wins at this point, so it wouldn't be like, oh no, she didn't get a, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
But because there was some that she could have honestly won, I'm okay with it here, although I would have chosen Queen.
That part.
Yeah.
Like, I'm okay with it. I'm not mad that she won. I'm okay with the fact that she won. Like, when I was thinking about it, and I was just like, okay, am I upset that she won? No, I'm not upset that she won. Did I want Queen to win? Obviously, I wanted Queen to win. My top 3 were Queen and Nalenya and... honestly, Alyssa. Mostly just because
low-key Alyssa, yeah.
Mostly just because they were both like just, cut and paste. But that was me thinking about like concept. That was thinking about makeup and everything else. The only reason why I was okay with Nalenya winning was because her concept was good.
Yeah.
Not because the makeup was good, but because I enjoyed her outfit and the way that they presented it.
In me, I didn't really mind the makeup on Pathia. And yeah, I thought she did great this week. And I'm like, it's about time she got her win here, because like I've mentioned before, she should have had several at this point.
Right.
This could at least been her 2nd or 3rd win. So it's good to see her finally get one. But it's not Desmond's Drag Race, because if it was, she wouldn't, Queen would have got it, but she would have had some wins by now. But hey, I'm so happy because she won a cash tip of $10,000 brought to you by Facetune. I was going to get a screenshot of that whole Facetune mess they really pushed for this episode.
That Facetune they pushed for like half a second.
I'm like, baby, get y'all's coins. I ain't mad at y'all, but I kind of am, because Drag Race makes so much money per episode. You really didn't have to put a product placement in this episode. But hey, if Facetune by Light Tricks get a big bump after this, maybe it was worth their investment. So they give $10,000, and we find out that our bottom 2 is Kitty and Vanity Vane. Do you agree?
Kinda, yeah.
I agree because the only other option would be Tessa. And although there wasn't family resemblance, I just really like the concept.
Exactly.
And it's the one time where I'm like, you know what? We'll just boom, you safe, and put Kitty in the bottom. And for the first time ever, Kitty has to lip sync for her life. Because if you remember on UK3,
You're frozen.
I am.
On my end, I can't hear you.
You can't hear me? Hold on, let me pause. Oh shit! If I can get to the thing. Okay, you guys, we got that situated. So where we left off was lip sync. Believe by Cher. I've been waiting so long for them to reuse this song. I've waited so long for them to reuse this song.
And were you disappointed?
Extremely. Let's talk about it. Vanity, great job. Mwah, no notes. Kitty. I want to know what's so damn funny. Like, they were cacking. But here's the thing. You want to know how I know that this wasn't them laughing? Like, they shipped in that laugh from another part of the judging critiques? Because when they laugh, if they're laughing while the lip sync is going on, you hear it a little bit in the mic to where you can hear the laugh and the music at the same time. Here, you just hear the laughs. Like, it was a laugh that was placed right here so that you're supposed to laugh along with them. I understand that Vanity has been here multiple times. Trust me, I get it. This is her, what, 5th lip sync? No, 4th. This is her 4th lip sync. I understand. I get it. I really do. But Kitty, I'm sorry, that crunchy ass dip she did. Then she kicked off her shoe. And you know that is the ultimate sin in RuPaul's eyes, is taking off your shoes in a lip sync.
And your wig. And sometimes your clothes.
And then she did another dip. I'm going to call it a dip because that's what she attempted.
That lay down.
I'm glad she said something about the medic. I'm like, yeah, baby, you need to go get checked out. You hit the ground hard. You're not supposed to hit the ground that hard. Even when you do a fast dip, there's still an elegance when you hit that ground, honey. This was, it was so bad. I was like, you know what? Vanity can stay another week. Like, sometimes somebody does so badly, I'd be like, no. And then we barely saw Vanity in the lip sync. It was mostly Kitty. I'm like, so are we not going to see Vanity? Because the pieces I saw, I was enjoying.
Right.
She was lip syncing the song like a normal drag queen should. And I'm not saying, you know, you can't dip and flip and all that other stuff to this song. But you need to do it correctly, or at least somewhat correctly. I can forgive a lot. Because we've seen some crunchy dips on Drag Race. But some of them that wasn't so crunchy, I'll be like, okay, that was cute. You know, I'll give you A for trying, you know.
An A for effort.
What the hell was this? And one thing I love is that there is, you know, you can see a lot of the queen's reactions from watching. If you pay attention to the few times you can see Alyssa's face. But if you notice, her reaction tend to be cut out when they do the group shots. I'm like, I bet she was responding the way most of us was. Like, girl, what the fuck is this? Why is this girl flopping all over these folks' stage? I get it. This was Vanity's 4th time, but baby, she would have got a saving grace for me. I'm sorry, Miss Three Wins, you gotta go. And you know I love me some Kitty. Can't wait to see her again. But baby, this was a no for me, dog. And we don't grade lip syncs, but I gotta say, this is a no for me, dog. It's a no for me, honey. What did you think of this lip sync?
Honestly, if I'm being totally, completely honest, I was bored through the whole thing.
Pretty much.
I didn't like either one of their performances.
I feel like I could have liked Vanities if, they showed more of it.
Maybe. But,
oh, are you saying this could have been a double sachet? I love those.
If I'm being honest, yes. There are a couple of them that I saw today that could have been double sachets.
Honestly, I'm kind of sad that we didn't get to see Tessa perform in this outfit again. She put it on again, and she's like, and that one for Believe would have been good.
Mm-hmm.
But hey, it is what it is. RuPaul made her decision, and Kitty Scott Claus is staying in the competition. That means Vanity Vane, Miss Sachet. Oh wait, Miss Vanity, you got a new fan out of me. Okay, I love you. And if you ever decide to bless our screens again on a Versus, another Global, whatever, there's so many options these days. If you decide to come back upon this screen, just know I will be the first one screaming Team Vanity, okay? Ooh, go to Canada versus the world. Brooklyn will treat you right. Brooklyn will treat you right. Brooklyn will treat you right.
Treat you right, or she might try to hook up with you, one of the two.
So the queens dance like they didn't just crush that girl's dreams. And we find out next week they will be doing an advert. They're going to be trying to sell us something. So hey. I'm intrigued, as always. Oh. Next episode. So that's all I have. That is all I have.
To give.
If I knew the words, I would sing. I wish I could give the world to you.
Oh, I'm a millennial.
Oh, baby, I was right there with you. I may not know the words, but baby, I was rocking with you, baby. I know where we at. I know where we at. And honestly, I should know the words to that song. I should.
I should too.
I should. But anyway, do you have anything else you want to add about the Global All-Stars? Do you have anything else you want to add to Global All-Stars?
Be nice.
Please, it's just a TV show, y'all.
Be nice. It's just a TV show.
Yeah.
Stop jumping down people's throats. Stop threatening people. Especially stop threatening people that are twice your height and 3 times your size.
Where can they find you on social media?
Just saying. Look, you can find me at Krish McGill, CRESHAMCGILL on all social media.
And you can find me in the club, pocket full of bud, my mind. But if I'm not there, you can find me on all social media platforms at Simply Desmond. That's SIMPLYDESMOND. Thank you so much for spending a piece of your day with us. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And we'll see you next time. Bye.